YouTube, what's going on? WittyP coming back with another one. Let's get it. It's been a rough year for Puff Daddy. Been a rough year for P. Diddy. And now, his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, is at his neck. Yeah, it's been a rough year for P. Diddy. He's been getting hit from all angles. Pause. Yeah, he's been getting hit from all angles. Shit. Ciroc, dropped the business with Ciroc. They have their, disagreement. So he no longer has his business venture with Ciroc. Then you got Keith D, the OG, talking about you had some involvement with Tupac's case. Then you got 50 Cent just talking shit all the time, coming at P. Diddy, talking shit on Twitter, Instagram. But a lot of people don't know why 50 Cent just attacks P. Diddy. And I know why. It's some jealousy. 50 Cent still shitty that Puff Daddy was hitting his baby mama back in 2021. Yeah, Daphne Joy. Yeah, P. Diddy was hitting that. And 50 Cent, at the time, he said he didn't give a fuck. He didn't care. Him and P. Diddy only argue over business shit. But no, that shit hurt 50. That's why he take any shot he can at P. Diddy. But the latest shot at P. Diddy is Cassie, his ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. That's going to be key. Ex-girlfriend. She coming after him. And if you remember this relationship, Cassie and P. Diddy, she was cheating on him with the trainer. Yes, with the trainer at the time. Because as soon as they broke up, she was right in a relationship. She was right in a relationship as soon as they broke up. And I always say, women would not break up with their man unless they have another man already on deck. Someone that they've been, scoping out. They vetted him out. That's the only time women are going to break up with their current man is when they have a guy already lined up and know he's a perfect fit. But yeah, Cassie, she was cheating with a personal trainer while she was in a relationship with P. Diddy. And not saying he wasn't cheating. I'm sure he was doing his thing as well. But I feel like Cassie, she's going back in a time machine and she's thinking about all the shit that was, going on throughout the relationship. And now she's like, shit, this guy never married me. I really feel like Cassie is pissed that Diddy never married her. I really feel like that. And she say, since I couldn't get the money from, and I'm not saying he did not, do Drake abuse. Got to be careful with that R word, so I say Drake. But Drake abuse, I'm not saying he did not commit those actions. I'm not saying that. But it always seems that women always wait till either their money runs dry or they become irrelevant. Either their money runs dry or they become irrelevant. And I have context from an article that, breaks down the situation between Cassie and Diddy. But I must say, she never got the ring put on her. And she felt like she was used. Women, if they don't get a real commitment from a man, like a marriage commitment, and they feel like they've wasted time and you still successful making money and shit like that, women become vengeful. Yes, they become vengeful. Yes, and they come back with a vengeance. They become vengeful and they come back with a vengeance. When they see you're still doing good and you moved on and you didn't want to put a ring on it with them, they feel like they were used. They do. And I'm sure in some capacity, Cassie feels like she was used. Because Diddy still making money, but he never put a ring on her. It's almost like she feels like he never took her serious. But let me get to the article. Sean Diddy Combs singer Cassie accuses rap mogul of Drake and abuse. In a lawsuit seen by the BBC, Ms. Ventura said she was trapped for a decade by Mr. Combs, her ex-boyfriend, and a cycle of abuse and violence. The rapper and record executive, who also goes by the stage name Puff Daddy, denies allegations accusing the singer of trying to extort him. And I must say this, call it down the middle on this one, Record executives and people in higher power, they do take advantage of women that's trying to get into the music game or entertainment business. They do take advantage of women. So I got to throw that out there. That is true. His lawyer said the claims were offensive and outrageous. Miss Ventura alleges that the rap producer draped and beat her over 10 years, starting when she was 19 and he was 37. After 10 years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story, she said in a statement on Thursday. The lawsuit includes multiple graphic descriptions of the violent abuse, and she says occurred beginning after she met the rapper in 2005. See, either she was going to come after his pockets or write a book. It never fails with how women approach these situations. It never fails, man. This shit is so whatever. According to the complaint, Mr. Combs signed her to his record label Bad Boy and plied the vulnerable Miss Ventura with drugs and alcohol, causing her to fall into dangerous addictions that controlled her life. The lawsuit labels the musician a serial domestic abuser who would regularly beat and kick Miss Ventura, leaving black eyes, bruises, and blood. In her statement, Miss Ventura said she was ready to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Of course, we know that. Of course, got to speak up for all the other women that their mouth is just zipped up and they just can't talk. Or they don't know how to go about it. You know, they have to build up all the confidence, you know, to really go about it in a right way when they've been abused and whatever. In a statement to BBC News, Mr. Combs' lawyer said Miss Ventura had demanded 30 M's under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. Of course, got a right to tell all book. It never fails. Like clockwork, his lawyer, Benjamin Brafman, said the alleged demand was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday, he added. In response to Mr. Brafman, Ms. Ventura's lawyer, Doug Wigder, said Mr. Combs had offered her a payment of 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of the lawsuit. She rejected his efforts and decided to give a voice to all women who suffer in silence, he said. Yeah, she got to speak up for all women, you know, that suffer in silence, because all women, their lips are zipped, they can't talk. You know, they have to build up a certain amount of confidence before they can just tell the, you know, what's going on in life and what's going on in their relationship. They have to build up so much confidence they have to build up before they can just open their mouth and talk, because their mouth is zipped. It's literally zipped, so they can't talk. Like, they can't talk at all. Her lawsuit also alleges that the music mogul told her he planned to blow up a car owned by rapper Kid Cudi. Mr. Combs had become jealous that Ms. Ventura was in a relationship with the rapper, according to the legal action. She says he told her of his plan during Paris Fashion Week in 2012. Mr. Combs told Ms. Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car, the complaint says, and he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. Damn. A spokesman for Kid Cudi told the New York Times that Ms. Ventura's account was true, but New York police said in a statement on Friday that no investigation had yet been opened into any of the allegations. Yeah. Ms. Ventura released several hits in 2000, including songs that featured Diddy. Her famous tracks include Me and You, Long Way to Go, Official Girl featuring Lil Wayne. But yeah, you know, We thought she was in a happily ever after relationship, you know, with her trainer. I think he's a bull rider, something like that. But we thought she was happy, but you know, that money dries up. So here she come running back up. But I also said these executive producers and, you know, guys in the higher up positions in the entertainment business, they do take advantage of these women, these young women that want an opportunity. So we must be real about that. But it's just so crazy how they can never talk when, you know, they've been done wrong. Why can't you just talk once you're in a relationship with your new boyfriend? Why can't you open up then? Why do you have to wait a decade or 5 years, 7 years? Like, why do you have to wait? Speak up. What they say, speak now, forever hold your peace. But, you know, the Me Too movement, shit like that, you can open up a case from 100 years ago. Shit, he's still living. Shit's crazy, but been a rough year for Diddy. It has, like I say. 50 Cent be coming at him. Basically, he don't really count because he just shitty because Diddy was hitting this baby mama, Daphne Joy. But a lot of people don't know that. They think Diddy just, you know, don't want to entertain 50 Cent. And there's no reason to. You know, there's no reason to. But had Ciroc business, you know, they go their own way. Keith D, you know, saying Diddy has some involvement with the Tupac case, so shit. Get pulled over in Miami driving a little golf cart and shit, getting pulled over by the police, telling them to turn his music down and shit. So they after Diddy, shit. You better lay low. It's time to lay low, but let me know what y'all think. Drop some down in the comments. It's been a rough year. I know Diddy can't wait to get out of 2023. Like, shit. Come on, 2024. Get here. But let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, subscribe. That's where you can help me share the video. You can also help by hitting the Cash App. Got that going, but we'll knock another one out. Bow, bow, bow. Let's get it.